so we're shaking like I'm switching again, peeps. 8 seconds. So yeah. It's year like 2013, and I just got back from a party. Just got back from chick's place. No, like this chick I've known since grade 3, and I've had the biggest fucking crush on her ever since. And it was in grade 3, right? And there's some sexy hair going on here. I don't know. Fuck, I'm drunk. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was fucking weird. She showed up, and then the guy that she was with showed up. You know, like when I say with, it doesn't mean her boyfriend, right? And this guy, like, fucking. See, I don't know if she was talking about me. Oh, sorry. Right before she showed up, but within 30-45 minutes, this guy started to put a hate on for me. Like, I'm like, I don't even know this guy. You know what I mean? Like, so the only result in the situation was that she was talking about me prior or before she showed up at the door. You know what I mean? Like, and when she showed up, she was like fucking, you know, like she was like on me, like, and it was like white on rice, and I mean, I'm thinking, I'm like, holy fuck, this is fucking awesome, right? And then the second truck shows up, and yeah, they show up, whatever, you know, him and his friend, and like from my New Year's, you know, on the dot video, you know, which I did a shout out with my best friend Gail, and what the fuck? All I want is Tylenol. That's all I want. But yeah. No, his truck rolls up, fucking, you know, whatever, and, you know, like, and what's it called, like, 2 guys show up, and what's it called, like, the guy that was with him was convinced, without a shadow of a fucking doubt, that I slept, or he strongly suspected that I slept with his ex, like, common law wife of his children person, right? And, you know, the story of this is that I went to school with her, right? Like, when I was doing my upgrading to do my nursing and shit, you know, like, I went to school with her. She was in every single one of my 30 level classes. Like, 30 level in Canada is like the fucking Malay, you know, like, it's the highest level of math, English, science, biology, chemistry, so on and so forth. It's that level, and she was in my class, right? And, you know, we were friends. Like, you know, we were in school. Like, we hung out. You know what I mean? Like, fucking lunchtime, sat down, fucking, like, you know, like, she was part of the clique. And yeah, I can't find the Tylenol that I'm looking for, but yeah, but anyways, like, she was in the clique. You know what I mean? She was one of my friends. You know what I mean? We sat down and, like, me, her, and, like, in this school, like, for the upgrading at this particular time within the semester, 97% of the students were female, right? And I was one of 3 other guys within the entire school. It was fucked up. But yeah, like, she was smart. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And, you know, like, oh, she respected me, and, you know, I respected her. I mean, like, she was good at math. and I wasn't. Um, so I'm like, you want to be my friend? You know what I mean? We can study together. I mean, like, fuck, I suck at math, and like, and it was like, you're awesome at math. I mean, like, like, fuck, man, like, you want to be my friend? And I don't know, like, like at this point in time, they were going through a breakup. The- Like, they were, or like, they already had a child that was 3 years old, and I don't know, like, he was the type of guy that when he picked her up from school, when we're outside, we're smoking a cigarette, whatever, at the break or lunch, she's waiting for him to pick him up, and there's five, six of us like standing outside and bullshitting, right? Having a cigarette. And, he would pull up and he would stop and he would sit in the car. He'd just stare at me. Like, sit there and fucking stare at me. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, I'm with my best friend Gail. Like, she's willing to fucking roll over for me. And, you know what I mean? Like, and like, she's a hostile fucking French chick, man. Like, she's fucking, like, like, you want to fuck around? This is exactly what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, she's that type of chick. She's fucking when you piss her off, she's like fucking nuclear fucking bomb. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why she's my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing the Tough Mudder like together. This is a military style triathlon. Well, no, I can't call it a triathlon because like the minimum of amount of and what is it called, teammates is 4. Military style. But you're going through trenches and there's there's electrodes that hang down from the top, and when you're going, through this trench, there's electrodes that shock you the whole way through. And, okay, like for instance, if you pass the finish line and your other 3 opponents don't pass the finish line, like, you never pass the finish line. Like, in order for you to pass the finish line, all 3 or 4 or 6 of you have to pass the finish line in order for it to count, right? And like, all of the obstacles, like within the course are, like exactly like, they're designed to, like, if you want to get over it as fastest and humanly possible, you have to work together. You know what I mean? Like, just, like, it takes, and it was about teamwork in order for you to get over, like, the obstacles, right? Like, with the trench and everything, it's just a rush, you know what I mean? Like, it's just you, whatever, but, like in the same concept, there's electrodes shocking you all the way through. Like, I can't wait to do it. Like, it is in July, and what is it called? Calgary, Honey Badger. Like, and which what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's, like, I can't fucking wait to do it. I mean, like, fucking, I know I can do it. And I mean, like, we have a pharmacist, we have a doctor, we have a pediatrician, or like a pediatrician, and me. You know what I mean? And all of these people are fucking fitness people. They jog, they lift weights, they work out, they do yoga, they do fucking what the fuck ever. Like, I'm Jackie motherfucking Chan, Saturday weekend kind of shit, right? Like, and, you know what I mean? Like, when I enter something, I don't enter it to lose, you know what I mean? Like, ultimately, I want to fucking win. Like, we won't win, obviously, because this is like, and what's called like a world-class event. And there's people that fucking do fucking marathons that would blow my fucking mind. And, you know what I mean? Like, as long as all of us pass the finish line, I don't give a shit if I'm like fucking 30th in line, man. This is like the first time in my life I've ever done anything like this, and yeah, I'm ready to fucking rock and roll, man. Yeah, I mean, like, it's gonna be good. But I lost track of what I was saying. Like, you know, fuck, it's past New Year's. You know what I mean? You know, it's the week that I don't have Aiden. You know, like, I share my son on a 50-50, and it was a custody basis. Week on, week off, and it's New Year's, and, you know, like, fucking, like, I'm ready to rock and roll. Um, so I'm gonna smoke inside the house because I have a week. Sorry. No, I have a week to air out the house, so I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Um, yeah, it's me after New Year's in a fucked up situation. You know, like, you know, like, man, like, it's been a year since I've been out to the bar, and you know, like, it's New Year's, and I really had no urge to go to the fucking bar. Like, why? Like, blow like $150 on, like, I don't know. Man, like, if I lived in the city and I went to the clubs, not the Valley Zoo or what's it called, like, oh, the Timberland. Like, if you know, like, you need to understand that I live in a small town, and it's, you know, like, we have, like, of the zoo, which is saturated with 18-year-olds. I mean, like, I went in there the other day with, there's 6 of us. You know what I mean? We're all like 30. We're all like the same fucking age. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I'm 32 and 33, 32, 31. You know what I mean? Like, we're all like in like the same age bracket. You know, like, we walked in there and it was like, you know, like, okay, like, in Canada, I don't know if I said it before, but yeah, 18 is the legal age to drink into, and it was called enter the bar, right? And I walked in there and I'm like, holy fuck. And I mean, like, you look like you're fucking 16. Like, where's your ID, buddy? Like, we, you know, all 6 of us grew up in this town for the first, probably over a little bit, halfway through our lives. And we walked in there and we didn't know a single motherfucking person in that entire fucking bar. And it was like walking into a daycare. A bunch of fucking, you know, supposed 18-year-olds that are like, I don't know, man. Like, I sat down and I was like, whoa. You know, I haven't been to the bar in a year, and there's been an entire generation shift within that year. Like, I was like, wow. But, you know, like, if you've been watching my, um, what is it called? Like, if you've been watching my Dating at 30 series, well, you wouldn't understand what I'm talking right now, but like, there was a like proposal that, you know, happened, and you know, it happened tonight, and well, I feel good about it. Like, it was like 3 hours of it, no, it was like I was popping a cherry, but knowing exactly what to fucking do. It was like fucked. It was like walking through a fucking candy store, man. Like, well, it was good. Let's just say that it was a milestone. Like, it's like one of those things that you think you can never redo. You know what I mean? Like, I've popped three cherries, but it was like fucking back, fucking when I was like, early 20s. And realistically, I'm not popping the cherry, but it's been a long enough time where, let that shit's almost, and it wasn't like grown over, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's, it was good. Like, I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew exactly what I wanted to do because I've known this person long enough. And it was just poetry in fucking motion. You know what I mean? Like, we walked into this with the individual being afraid to take like the individual is, and I was dating right now, and the individual is afraid of this, and what's called the physical part, because the individual has been and was walking in the desert for about a decade, right? And she asked me, she said that she doesn't know anybody else, she's never met anybody else that she would want to but me, right? And that's fucking flattering, you know what I mean? I'm like, you've been walking that long in the desert and you want me to, help you, out of the sand pit. You know what I mean? And we both know we're not gonna, have kids together or whatever. She is dead set on not having any more kids, and I have one. I'm 32. I want at least, I don't know, maybe 3 more if it fucking happens or whatever. But you know what I mean? I don't know. And when that, shit, I'm stuttering. It's been a long night. This is up 17 minutes. This is the longest video I've and was ever done. Fucking look at this shit, man. This is what you get with curly hair. That's fucked. Such a pain in the ass. But yeah, this is dating at 30.